What is going on? I'm Zedmot. Now, we've already updated our creator boost. Don't need to worry about that. So we're going to jump on into warships. Now, this warship was straight up ridiculous. This was full of bad choices. And I'm going to show you my tech tree. Then we'll go over some attacks. Now, there's going to be no live attacks in this video. All replays. So if you want live attacks, thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmot. Peace and all that good stuff. Anyways, we have nothing off the beaten track here except for green mines. We have all of the default stuff, all the stuff you're forced with, no mortars, no extra stuff, no cryo tanks. By the way, if you used cryo tanks and had any success, please do let me know. No flamethrowers, no boom mines. The last thing I went back and got was that Gunboat Energy. Otherwise, nothing is off the beaten path. Nothing at all. So we've got shock launchers. We have got troop health. And then I've still got the Flotsam. I know a lot of you have moved to other things. Flotsam did some great work for me. I'll show you that in a little bit. Now, don't have rocket launchers, don't have smoke, even though I would have loved to have some smoke. Warriors did some great things for me. Critters, would have loved them as well, but just too many keys. Cryo bombs, now, someone mentioned that you can see the freeze duration and stuff like that, but don't waste your tokens because it does nothing to upgrade them. Now, this is where things started to get interesting. Went up and got shock mines in the last little bit. That was the third to last thing I bought. Second to last was troop damage. Sorry, last video I showed you me getting troop damage, but I don't think I showed you me using it, so apologies for that. Got some building health. Got those extra cannons. Not sure if cannons were the right call, but what the heck? Seekers, so much fun. And now I have the microwaver. The microwaver, a bunch of you thought was stupid, thought I should get Sky Shield. It did some great things for me. I didn't see one other player who had it, so maybe that played to my advantage. You guys weren't used to it. The Heavy Choppas, I have used somewhere between 0 and 8 of them in all of my attacks since getting them, so we'll be showing you that. Now, this is my replay log. I went 8 and 2 to get into Diamond, or I guess 7, 2, and 1. Gonna show you these replays. Now, in the event that their time is awful, like Primo, for example, 45 seconds, I'm not gonna show you my enemies' replays, but if there's a good attack, a good time, I will show you. Even a mediocre time, I'll show you. So this one, 3:15 for me, and that is because they have got 4 engine rooms. A little bit unfair. And I said I used between 0 and 8. Here is all 8 Heavy Choppas. Now, getting the shock launchers first and then just crushing everything, every engine room one by one. Now, there is a bit of a problem with using 8 boats of Heavy Choppas. I'll show you that in a little bit. I promise to come back to it. But overall, just crushing people. 4 engine rooms. I think in my last video I got a 3 engine room base, so there's definitely a variety of people up at the diamond tier or close to the diamond tier. I haven't seen a 7 engine room yet. If you've seen one of those, do let me know. Then we're going against the famous Squiggles McGee. Don't know what language that is. Appears to be Chinese, would be my best guess. Not sure if Cantonese or Mandarin. This attack, I made this up and I was like, holy crow, it actually worked. So these heavies down here, clearing all sorts of mines, those Heavy Choppas going up there and getting all of the shock launchers, that is critical. And then once our heavies have cleared a bunch of mines, they kind of just hang out. We used the ice shields on those seekers, and then look at this, up there we're getting that top engine room. Our seekers are coming down and getting this bottom engine room. And it was kind of magical. I was very happy with that. Shared it with some people. And so if you're looking for a combo, 5 boats with 3 following in behind, you got to be patient though. You need to delay those seekers quite a bit. And then Captain came in and crushed me. This base I had not seen before, and I thought to myself, I can just send my Heavy Choppas in there and then clear some mines, and then we can get all of our seekers following in behind, and we're going to crush this base. But I put 0 thought into planning of where the heck they're going to go. All of our seekers just getting melted, and this is one of those moments where you're like, I need to reevaluate my life choices. And then I hit the Sky Shield, and this is just ugly. I think I retreat right about here because why the heck even bother at this point? So Captain crushed me. Well done, Captain. Big shout out to you. I can't see their time, so let's see what Captain did against us. 151. That's not a great time. Dropping some boats. Now you'll notice, I'm going to go back to the beginning. You'll notice that Captain did a good thing there. We're going to watch Captain's flags on this side. That is important. Look at that. The heavies on the left, the bombardiers on the right. That is how you know someone is making good choices. So do consider being very careful with where you put your flags. They've got all their troops. Nope, not all of their troops quite yet out. And then, yeah, there we go. Dropping those boats on that right-hand side so they can delay drop. And their delay drop didn't quite work as expected. I think they were trying to get them up into there. But overall, pretty decent attack. I don't like to do the math to see how long it actually took them, but decent, and their base being unique enough worked out. So man deep 258 for me means definitely Seekers. This is more of the standard. 2 boats heavy choppas going to get those shock launchers, then 3 on the right, 3 on the left, and on the left we're going to use that crystal shield, getting some value out of that. I know you can use second wind to bring back some heavies, but haven't had a heck of a lot of success there. And then just sending those heavy choppas up there to distract the shock launcher. Not going after the shock launcher, just putting those heavies in harm's way so that all of the defenses, or at least the shock launcher, are going to key in on those heavies, and then our Seekers are going to sneak in the back door. Not going to show Mandeep's hit because it's 2 minutes 9 seconds. And then we go against Bendix, 223. Not a bad time, but again, us using Seekers against them not using Seekers, we're going to crush that every single time. So dropping our heavy choppas in, going and getting the shock launcher. On this right-hand side, definitely some concerns about losing all of our Seekers, and then just sending our heavies in to distract that shock launcher. Boom, shakalaka. 258, not a great time. That likely should have been beaten by someone who has shock launchers, but they came in using, I think, heavy cryo bombardier. Yeah, so there we go, heavy cryo bombardier. Now you see their flags not in the right spots. That put their cryo bombardiers in a little bit of danger, but didn't suffer any consequences there because they're throwing critters left, right, and center. Now they have held back 2 boats. Where are those remaining 2 boats? Okay, not sure what the theory was holding those back, but coming in probably would have been a little bit faster dropping those on the right-hand side, but average attack and their time not going to be good enough. Seekers will crush that all day, every day. So if you're using cryo heavy, you need to be overly sure that you're not going to get beat by Seekers, because if your base can't stand up to Seekers at the 6 engine room level, you basically don't have a hope. Alex, 5 engine room base. 5 engine room base with boom mines and shock mines and regular mines. So I tried that same strategy that I used in the other one, 5 boats, heavy choppas. Now this is without Gunboat Energy, by the way. I have not gotten the Gunboat Energy node at this point, so we're sending it back there, getting our heavy choppas underneath things. And you'll see how fewer heavies we have left over. All of those boom mines, those flamethrowers, just melting things. Managed to get those 2 left-hand engine rooms with my Seekers, and then just not enough Seekers left over. So I had to come all the way back down, and as a result, time was not awesome. So that is where all of those mines coming into play, and then Alex coming in against us, 2 minutes 11 seconds, not super duper time, not going to be good enough, good flags on their part though, and then just cruising on. I think they have too many boats of heavies, to be completely honest, but we're going to keep cruising on through. Well done, Alex, you kicked my butt. Now I was their boss battle, they were my boss battle, so kicking Alex up into Diamond, you're welcome, I guess. 236 for us. What do we do? Same thing. Against a 5 engine room, 236 is going to win most times. And you see they do have boom mines, but they do have flamethrowers, so not sure what was going on there. Tried to use second wind to clear a couple mines as well. Trying something a little bit different, and you see definitely got a little bit of value out of the mine clear. And then look at this, just decent. Keeping some of those critters alive using that second wind, mixing up Kaban's abilities a little bit here and there. Rad's time. Let's see here. Look at this. Look at this. This was insanity. I will come back to that in a second. Let's skip Rad. We'll come in and we're doing I-50. It looks like it says 50-50. They're trying to say like numbers or something like that. Don't entirely know what that's all about. So, again, same deal. Seekers and the Heavy Choppas on each side, splitting things up a little bit by a little bit, and then some of our Seekers go in each of the directions. Those Seekers underneath there just barely squeaking things out. My Heavy Choppas, I didn't flare them for whatever reason, probably because my Seekers, some went left, some went right. Hard to keep track of. Look at this, though. This was my boss battle for Diamond. 3 minutes, 10 seconds, draw. Amantica, I gotta say, I tip my cap to you. I was super happy that we tied. I didn't want either of us to lose because those are ridiculous times. We're gonna start with Amantica's attack. They're coming in with Seekers, and like nothing crazy about it. Just bringing in the Seekers, keeping those cryo bombs pumping, and then keeping the shocks on those. That, what is that called right there? That is called a microwaver. So just cruising through all of my defenses, 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Pretty darn awesome. Well done. And now here comes my replay. And as you guessed it, very, very similar. 4 boats on the right, splitting things a little bit on the left, and then getting all of our Seekers going in the right direction, keeping those cryo bombs going, getting those shocks out way, way early. And I might have cost myself there. Not entirely sure if that cryo bomb on the right-hand side hit my Seekers or not, but that might have cost me the win. Either way, that was awesome. Like, it's very rare that you come out of your boss battle without a win with a huge smile on your face. So, well done. And then I feel bad about this. Like, I said I was going to come back to that 4 engine room thing, talking about those all Heavy Choppas, and my boss battle was against a 4 engine room player. So I'm not going to lose on purpose, but I'm not, it's just, it didn't feel quite right. So coming in with all of the Heavy Choppas, and now this is where things get a little bit messy. See, I go straight for those engine rooms. Don't worry about the shock launchers. We get 1. We get 2, come on, we get 3, and then at this point, tell me where that next engine room is. I was like scrolling over here, like I can't see any more engine rooms there, so I was incredibly confused. I was like scrolling, I was looking, didn't know what the heck was going on, and so finally I think I flared like over into the middle of nowhere, and then, oh, there it is, found it, saw it, and so finally get that engine room down. Just absolutely obscuring where things were. So if you're wondering if you should get Heavy Choppas, the answer is probably, but they're not going to do anything for you initially. You need your base to be able to stand up against Seekers, especially at the 6 engine room level. It is so critical to be able to hold off Seekers, and that's why I've tried to be like 1% sneaky by hiding every single one of my shock mines. So this account got into Diamond in... What are we at here? How many battles did we do? 304 battles. Not bad. Pretty happy with that, to be completely honest. If you're wondering what the heck task force I am in, we are doing a task force versus task force 5 versus 5 thing in the Triangle 9 family. So if you're interested in getting 29 diamonds a day and some private, not on YouTube events, do consider joining our task force. Lots and lots of good stuff there. Otherwise, that is my warships season on 2 accounts, both of them parked tentatively. Haven't decided what the heck I'm gonna do, but do consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to see what the heck is next. I shall talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm Zedmont. Peace.